Boys, today we have a brand new challenge coming right at you, related to a very... You might not know, but Ludwig, one of the top streamers on Twitch, this was recorded quite a long time ago, and Ludwig's a YouTube streamer now. Also, he did this challenge like months before I even started it, so it was not really recently, but anyways, yeah, back to the video. Recently completed a Pokemon challenge known as the Ludlock, and in it he used a custom pack of Pokemon Platinum, and at the end of his video explaining what he did for the Ludlock, he sent out a challenge.
If you thought that I was just a terrible Pokemon player, I challenge you to try to beat this while Nuzlocking.
Well, I'm just coming off of a shiny lock, so I'm kind of tired of the whole Nuzlocke thing. So instead of doing a Nuzlocke for Mogul Platinum, I am going to be doing a solo run with a certain Pokemon that is very special to Ludwig. Lopunny.
I want to pipe Lopunny's fat, juicy, warm...
Wait for it. Mogul Platinum! I started off by naming myself Ludwig and naming my rival Clevin in true Ludwig fashion. After getting a pair of running shoes and the bicycle, I set out to obtain my first Pokemon. You might be wondering, Reid, why are you saving? Nothing's gonna happen. That's where you're wrong. Because we're not just using any old Lopunny. We're using a shiny Lopunny. In order to make it so that I could get a Lopunny to start off the run with, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Turtwig with a Lopunny. Well, that is one. Time to start resetting. Yes! Let's freaking go! After an insanely easy battle against Clevin's Turtwig, I made my way to the professor's lab. Would you like to give it a nickname? No. In what I thought was supposed to be the catching tutorial, I ended up having to actually battle Cutie Cinderella. I'm gonna lose. No! After actually preparing for the battle, Cutie's Chimchar was no problem at all. After some more story progression in Jubilife, I made my way to the east, where I met up with Clevin once again. His Starly, Munchlax, and Turtwig failed to even hit me, and I made my way to the first gym. Tim's Nosepass, Mankey, Cranidos, and Geodude were all easy one-shots, and his Larvitar fell without much more effort required. First badge acquired. Next, I had to fight against Commander Don B in Valley Windworks, and I had a bit of a scare thanks to his Bronzor confusing my Lopunny, but we prevailed nonetheless. No second death, Hog. I did not have to wait much longer for that, because upon entering Eterna Forest, I had to battle against Polite, who led with a Drifloon. My only attacking moves at this time were normal and fighting type moves, which do not affect ghost types like Drifloon. Because of this, it was an assured death. I taught Lopunny Hidden Power, which acted as a grass type special attack. Lopunny has a terrible special attack stat, so it did not do much damage. I took another 2 deaths before finally surpassing the Drifloon and the rest of Polite's team. Wow. For some reason, the second gym leader, Haley, was away on Route 216. Because of this, I had to make a trek through the snow and ended up dying 2 more times. I eventually found her, and I went back to the gym to try to get the second badge. I used Substitute for an extremely easy battle, and I secured the win. And that is the second badge. Let's go! The fight against Commander Devon was going nearly perfect, including a one-shot on her feared Skuntank. Unfortunately, her last Pokemon was a Sableye, which is part Ghost type. And I, once again, only had fighting and normal type moves, so I had to take another death. I taught Lopunny Dig and challenged Devin again. The beginning went similarly, but this time I could actually hit Sableye, so I ended up claiming the win. Well, that was easy. On my way to Hearthome City, Eamon challenged me to a battle. His Drifblim destroyed me because of the lack of moves that I could use, but he healed my Pokemon and let me continue on for some reason. Remember when you told me to go frick myself? The Ghost-type gym leader, Hopeless, made quick work of Lopunny 6 times in a row. So, it was clear that I just wasn't ready for the battle. I decided that I would have to level grind for the first time. After reaching level 50 and acquiring a few new moves, I decided to give it another try. Unfortunately, I ran into a gym trainer on the way to Hopeless, and I got absolutely demolished. That one hurts. And it happened 3 more times. We did eventually make it back to the leader though, and Lopunny died again. And again. And 9 more times. Come on. Water Pulse, bounce. I think I'm gonna Thunder Wave. Yes. Gengar comes out, we bounce. Banette comes out, Thunder Wave. Water Pulse. Confusion. Oh, yes. Okay. Full health. And we haven't even used our berry yet. We definitely have this. Thunder Wave. We're fine. Berry cures. All we have left is Water Pulse. Please hit yourself. Yes! Oh my gosh, finally. The 3rd badge. Let's freaking go. On my way out of Hearthome, Clevin stood in our way. Despite being 20 levels higher than his Pokemon, my Lopunny got burnt and had nothing to take Grotle out quickly with. He handed me 2 deaths before I was able to finally best him. Let's go, one shot. Wait, is this actually a double battle? What is this? It forced me into a double battle and it wouldn't let me fight with just one Pokemon, so it gave me a level 0 nothing. Although it was quite a long path, I had no real troubles the entire way to Veilstone City. The 4th gym leader was Blanks. Who the hell is Blank? Because I was such a high level, and there wasn't much more than brute force required to beat it, this was an easy one. Blank SSG, I have never heard of you. The next gym leader, Glysa, was more of the same, thanks to Drain Punch, making my Lopunny essentially unkillable. 5th badge acquired. If I was a Pokemon, it would be a Disappointmon with the ability Disappointment. Sick. At the edge of the swamp, I discovered what is probably the most important house in this entire run. Here, I can teach Lopunny moves that provide the first actual type coverage so far, and I would be sure to make frequent trips back here as needed. I destroyed Atrioc in Celestic Town to get HM3 and surfed my way to Candelave City. I kicked Clevin's ass, and then I got on a ship to Iron Island. Luda killed my Lopunny once, but the second time around went far better. I returned to fight the 6th gym leader, Icarus, whose Metagross used Hammer Arm and killed me. I challenged him again, and I seemed to have no troubles at all this time. Let's go! 6th badge acquired. Thanks to a lack of attention to the game, B-barbs killed my Lopunny once, but I took it a bit more seriously the second time around and had no troubles at all. Remind me to pay attention in the future. Well, I guess no one reminded me. No! What the hell? Before Snow Point Gym, I had an extremely difficult double battle against professional trainers Jive Time and Wolfie, and I lost once before getting the win. I remember Ludwig struggled on that. The 7th gym leader was Yeti, who barely put up a fight thanks to my fighting type moves and Fire Punch for the Frostlass. I think you can beat this game under 50 for sure. I hope so. In the Distortion world, I had no troubles with Atriox, Dialga, and Palkia, and his normal team didn't fare much better. Bye bye Giratina. I guess this trainer's Raichu in the 8th gym had Focus Blast, so Lopunny got blindsided, but the leader Jeff went down easily. That was interesting, I guess. Let's freaking go. That's the 8th badge. I made it through Victory Road with just 2 deaths, and I won the final rival battle handily. Let's go. We won. Now we just have the Elite Four left. The first 2 members of the Elite Four, Eamon and Neeper, were both easy wins, but the third, Slime, caught me off guard with a Mamoswine Earthquake mid-dig. Ah, he got me. I made it through the second time around, but it would take me 9 tries before I could get past Nick. Cynthia was a struggle, after 20 attempts ending either to her or to some random mistake against an Elite Four member. I finally developed a decent plan that required just a little bit of luck to best her. Feeling good about this one. Feeling good. Okay, we hit it. 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 Yes. We did it. Okay. We're on to new grounds now. Well, not really. Now we're on to new grounds. But this should do it. Oh, it suppressed the damage. Are you... This can't kill me. Okay, we're good. Oh. It's over. Lopunny. That's all it took. 21 hours, 12 minutes, 37 seconds. In-game time of 31 hours. We beat Mogul Platinum using only Lopunny boys. We were one off the funny number too. Damn it.